First game. Why is the volume not working for me? Oh, it's really quiet. Okay. Um, hey, it's people. It's people that exist. Welcome, people.
Hi, Eric.
Hello, Vinny Chase. Is my voice peaking? Wait, referring to like being too loud? Or referring to being the best that it can be? I hope the volume's okay. I'm trying to figure out my earbud settings. Okay, we'll play E3. Welcome back to Lerp 88. So this is a line in Jobava London. I used to actually kind of play as black, but it's a bit awkward with the knight on A6. Yeah, nice to see a lot of people joining early. Welcome back to McJurgle, Capital Greco, Bork, Bork, Bork. I click, therefore I am. Also, thank you to Endraz.
I wish I existed.
Yeah, if you cheer 1,000 bits, you're really proving your
Thanks
existence.
for having a heart of a teacher.
Thanks for that. Oh, thank you, Sababa Benji. Yeah, we'll try and have a more educational stream today. There were a lot of bullet games the last couple of days with the summer marathon tournament. Um, we'll try and have a mix of fun and education. This is already like a kind of wacky position, but this is typical in Jobava London to like get the kingside pawns rolling really quickly. I want to play g5, kick away the knight, and then, I mean, if knight d7, then all of black's minor pieces will be a little bit sad. Hey, welcome back to Resilient. Happy 18 months. And yes, anyone can send a challenge. All you need is a Lichess account. You can use the challenge command. If I take, I think I'll take and play bishop g2. And I'm not sure how black is going to defend. If f5, I can en passant. Ah, but then queen takes counterattacking. So it's interesting. Hey, it's Chess Dojo. Thanks for the raid. I've only been live for about 4 minutes and 20 some seconds. Shout out to Chess Dojo. This is the first game of the stream. Okay, so black counterattacks this way. I'll defend with a knight. And this pawn is still loose.
I exist.
Oh, good to see. Zoldorzy, welcome back. Existing for 22 months. Okay, taking a pawn. Welcome back to Hari Krishnan. Says lobe you loads. Is lobe the new term for love? Hey, it's Fang Duster. Still from Liverpool and still existing. Yeah, yesterday it took quite a deal of energy to stay awake and stay alive and play like decent chess for 8 hours straight. And then the night before I played for 6 hours straight. So I did play about 14 hours of the marathon. Up a pawn here. Up on time too. Yeah, double F pawns in some sense are a little bit weak, but this pawn's always defended by the knight. And I have a nice grip on the e5 square. Someday I would like to get the knight to d3 and then e5. Oh, Teotihuacan posted video of your octopus encounter. Yeah, we have a Discord command. What channel is it in? Is it in general or? I'll admit I haven't been active on Discord in a little while, but we do have a Discord community with a lot of different channels. I'm not sure if there's an octopus channel just yet. Bishop c6. I don't really want to trade bishops. I'm considering this move. Sack a pawn back. And then put the knight on d4. As a positional pawn sacrifice. So I want to keep my own bishop. And this f5 pawn is a bit tender. So is black's time. Knight c5 is a good move. Take this. I'll bring the knight back. Yeah. I think the final position is fine for black. And just time management hurt my opponent. Roughly equal. There is some point. What did I miss here? Rook g8, rook g8. Ah, rook g1's a really nice move. Leaving the bishop hanging, but making it so if we trade rooks, the knight's actually like really nice on g1, defending the bishop, and then this would be the dream. Also, maybe there's queen f8, like intermezzo. Wait, let me open up Discord. Bear with me one moment. I'm gonna open up Discord. Let's find Teotihuacan's octopus encounter. Oh, am I logged in? Wait. Oh. Okay, it launched the app. I'm gonna have to look for it. Oh, it's on YouTube.
Thanks
oh, nice.
for the game.
Ooh, okay. It's on YouTube. Oh, thank you, Francis. Yeah, good game. Thanks for being the first challenger. Um, joining very, very early to the stream. Where was this? Obviously underwater. Yeah, I've never scuba dived in my life, or snorkeled for that matter. Whoa, it's Untitled.
Eric, you can't
thank
be
you.
through the deepest part of lockdown. I'm not always in touch on stream because I'm from Ireland, but I'm a huge fan in Ireland.
Thank you, young Tad. Really appreciate that. Skip to 118. I know octopi are like very clever. Is that it? Is this? What are we looking at? Oh, it's an octopus! Wow, it's majestic.
Glug glug.
It's probably scared. Like, you have to gain its trust. Anyway, the full video is in chat if people want to see. Thanks for sharing, Teotihuacan. Oh, it was southern France. Oh, wow. I should open tier 3 chat. Tier 3. I should be more active. Yeah, tier 3 chat is kind of lonely, but I'll say a quick hi, and maybe that will incentivize more tier 3 subs. I'm still trying to figure out how to like use Discord and manage my notifications.
While octopi has become popular in modern usage, it's wrong. The letter I as a suffix to indicate a plural noun only applies to words with Latin roots, like cacti for more than one cactus.
Oh,
But octopus is derived from Greek, so the proper
octopodes.
pluralization in this.
Wait, how do we pronounce it though? Octopodes? Octopodes. I think octopi is still acceptable, at least according to most dictionaries. I'm not sure though. Anyway, okay, I'm playing another game. I'm gonna try and get a decent amount of more educational chess games in this stream. We have a Russo Limo. Against Russo Limo, I like to play this e6 move. Octopods. Oh, there's lots of acceptable terms, according to C.L. Smith.
Good evening, Eric.
Good evening, Bearded Will. Good evening, Dirty Halvard. Yes, I did miss you. I missed all of you when I ended the stream the other day. I streamed so much the last couple of days. It felt weird not being live. It was so hard to sleep last night too. Like I was so drained and exhausted, but my like after playing hundreds of chess games in a row, like my mind was just racing. That was probably not the best move because I gave the knight a square on c3. Um, it should be okay, but I have to complete development. Bring the queen back to d8. Hey, it's photo chess. What's up, photo chess? Doing another. Oh
Any
dear.
chance we
Wait, I'm
see
in
a simul
trouble.
today?
Maybe, but I have to get through this first. I think it's bishop c7 or knight c7, rook a7. I think it's okay actually. Yeah, Maria's been taking a lot of good photos in Chennai. Big shout out. People can follow her on Twitch, Twitter, Instagram. Okay, I think I'm surviving the worst of this. And this could simplify a lot. Like we're trading on e5 and after bishop e6. Bishop e6 there's knight c7. Maybe I should play this move. Bishop f5. I have to be hyper aware of the tactics here. Bishop f5. I'm also considering bishop d6 to neutralize. The problem is knight f6. Bishop g4 doesn't work. Rook e8's a move. Wait, so bishop f5. Bishop f5, bishop c7, queen d7, knight b6 doesn't work. Yeah, I think bishop f5 is the way to go. And there's queen f3, bishop g6, rook d1. Hmm. Yeah, queen f3 is actually a problem. Bishop g6, rook d1. I could maybe play king h8 there. Then knight c7. I might resort to this move. It's not pretty. But then, okay, knight c7, rook c8, we trade. At least I get the rooks active. It's really not the end of the world. It's uncomfortable, though. Oh, wait a minute. This is a threat. Which means I can't even play rook e8, though. I'm probably in a lot of trouble here. Rook e8, knight c7. Bishop d6. I mean, I might play this move, which looks terrible, but takes, rook e8. Yeah, so white's threatening takes, bishop d6. If I play bishop d6 immediately, I'm allowing knight f6, takes, and then takes, rook e8. Pawn structure looks really bad, but I'm not getting mated. So I'll play bishop d6. This is casual, so there's no rating on the line, but I want to try and put up as much resistance as possible. I considered bishop g4, but bishop g4, queen g4, and then there's a mate threat. So, yeah, I wouldn't be able to actually take the knight in that line. Oh, is delay still active? No. Yeah, let's remove the delay command. Yeah, so if this or this hitting my queen, I just take the knight with the queen. Now, I can't play bishop e6 because knight f6 would win my queen. Rook d8. And the knight will move back. Now I've definitely survived the worst of this. Yeah, thank you, Tio Twaki. Will you ever visit India? Oh, you're from Chennai. Have you visited Olympia yet? I would like to go someday. I've heard so many good things about just the overall environment at the Olympiad. It's been on my bucket list, but yeah, hopefully sometime in the next few years. Hopefully I can make a trip kind of combined with a chess event. I'm considering queen f6 here. I'll keep queens on the board. Keep the rook defended, hit the queen. If queen b3, probably b5 and bishop e6. Oh, Pawn stopped watching a YouTube video to watch on Twitch. I'm having a mix of happiness and disappointment. It's the one thing I'm kind of competing with myself across platforms. But yeah, I did very recently upload a almost 3-hour video. It was a really fun title arena from May that I kind of forgot to post. Hey, welcome back to Shawarma. I should be a bit more cognizant of time.
Hey there.
Hey, hey. I think queen e5 makes sense. Aligning, keeping pressure. f4. f4 is risky because I have this move. I think I'll start with queen c7. Keep my options open. Bishop c4 I think would have simplified a lot. Okay, now bishop c4. It's still a bit tricky though. Queen g4, f6, or knight f6 ideas. But it does look like I'm winning material here. And I mean, I'm relying on some intuition.
Another month of quack.
That I
Thanks,
can
Eric.
hopefully defend the attack.
3.
I have to play this move. And it does look terrifying. The queen wants to come in and mate me. But it does seem like I should be able to get my queen to f8 in the time it takes for white to get the queen to h6. Like maybe starting with queen e5. So actually rook d4 looks nice. Just pinning. And there's a funny line. White might play this move, thinking that after takes, it looks like force mate. But then I have check and then defend. So queen h4 first. Tempted to play h5 here. This is actually kind of hard for white to resolve the pin. The arrow should be pointing this way. Because now, yeah, now I can take. Just making sure. And now queen c5 check and queen f8. If I didn't have this, it would be losing. Okay. Yeah, sometimes the way to win a chess game isn't to go for a mating attack, but it's to take material and defend against a mating attack. But I was definitely worse at some point this game.
Hey Eric, any thoughts on the Russo Gambit?
Russo.
F5 as black against the Italian.
Oh. Yeah, I haven't looked into it so specifically, but as far as I know, d4 is a strong response. That's really the only thing I know about it. I could check it out though. Yeah, as far as I saw, like knight f6 I think was the best chance for white. Keep some advantage. And yeah, bishop d6 was the least of the evils. Bishop h4, the second best move, was not on my radar. But I had to defend against this threat. It took me a while to spot. Did white have rook d8, rook d8, rook e1? Let's see. At what point, though? Pinning the bishop. I'm not sure at what point you're referring to. But yeah, basically after the trade on d6, then it became more comfortable. Hey, it's Attila Turzo. Welcome, thanks for the raid. Shout out to Attila. Attila is a fellow IM streamer. I believe still chasing the GM title. If you're just joining, I am taking it easy today. Had the marathon the last couple days, trying to be a bit slower and educational And I am playing viewers. People are welcome to send challenges. Yeah, there was a question from Colin Roddy, which let me look into this a little bit further. First, without the engine. So Russo Gambit is, I believe, f5 here. I had this once as white. Never played this with black. On Lichess, f5. Oh, f5 scores pretty well for black. Actually, f5 is like the best scoring move for black in this position. It's kind of funny. Masters database has been played 11 times, at least in Lichess's database. I thought d4 is the best move, maybe according to the engine. d3 also suitable. Yeah, there's a variation in the Spanish. Like if the bishop were on b5, f5 is actually a reputable move. It's a Schliemann gambit. With the bishop on c4, I'd be less inclined to play this as black, just because like white's bishop is already well placed. But let's see, like how do players like get a playable position here as black? This seems to be a critical line. d5. Why not knight f6? Oh, no, we have to defend. So it looks like there's two threats here. And queen d6 does cover both. Yeah, bishop d7. Oh, what is this? Bishop d7, queen h5. And black's doing okay. Ah, knight f6. Queen h4 most played. And now knight takes d4. Wow. Okay, this is how I kind of go about discovering opening traps. I'll play into a main line, look at the most popular moves for the opponent. And in this case, it looks like white is the one just winning material, but the engine is saying otherwise. Knight takes d4, ignoring the fact that the rook's hanging, hitting the bishop and the pawn. And after takes, we can take with queen, leaving this knight hanging. If takes, bishop g7, defending through x-ray vision, hitting the queen, covering the rook. Queen g5. What is rook g8? Rook g8 is such a random move. I guess it makes some sense though, because knight's still attacked and we're still threatening this. And even though black's still down a piece, a crazy engine line. And black is for choice if you play accurately. Okay, maybe I'll have to give this opening a try. Although the problem with bishop d7, white can take first and then go for queen h5. So this is a trap that you basically have to accept a losing position if white plays this first. And yeah, this is not looking so good. What if bishop takes? Can black survive? Nah. No, this is bad. Yeah, so the trap that I just uncovered, you shouldn't go for it because you're risking a -5 position. So probably queen d6, defending and covering g6. And this actually, wait, bishop f4. This still looks scary. There is queen b4 ideas, but then knight c3. ed5 is more complicated. Oh, Vampire Chicken probably knows best. Oh, e takes d4, you mean? Also, shout out to Vampire Chicken, one of the world's leading experts in offbeat, dubious, funny gambits. Oh, this looks kind of cool too. e5? Most people take though. So most people enter this position, after which d5 and... Oh, it gets messy. Okay, maybe I'll attempt playing this at least once and then explore further more in the future. Okay. What happened to my extension? Did I have... Wait, let me check my extensions. Random challenge. Let's see if this is working. I just want to accept random challenge. Yeah, there were some issues with the API from a while ago. I'll just accept random challenge. Hey, playing Brady Corrigan. Long-time viewer. Brady Corrigan, I believe, was one of the first comments on my most recent YouTube video. So, getting good karma with this game starting. I'll play e4. Oh, I gave a whole lesson to Hannah Sace the other day on fun lines to play against a Scandi. Um, I think I'll play one of the more reputable lines. Oh, Queen D8. We actually didn't cover this in our lesson. But it's playable. Bishop here. Yeah, this has a more solid reputation. I'm wondering if I can... any way to start punishing black. I mean, 95 looks like the most energetic move. Now, I was thinking something like if I want to be super aggressive, bishop b5, c6, queen f3 to hit the pawn and pin the pawn.
Good morning, Eric. May I know what's your next OTB tournament?
Yeah, we have a command for it. Exclamation point Abu Dhabi. The tournament starts in 11 days. Actually, more like 10 days. Because it's already tomorrow in the UAE. Yeah, I'll be playing a 9-round super strong tournament. I'll be the 90th seed. There's a handful of super GMs. A lot of, I mean, I think there's over like 40 GMs playing. I've been preparing a little bit. I mean, this coming week, I'll be preparing a lot more. Oh, knight d5 is a good move. Can I take? Wait a minute. My bishop is loose on g5. Take on e7, take on c3, take on d8, take. And we trade a lot. I pretty much have to take on e7 unless I want to play this move. Let's take. There's another line after takes, queen takes. I have bishop b5 hitting the knight. Oh, so black doesn't include knight c3. Okay, so here it looks like I can take on d5 first, and then play bishop e5, and probably win a pawn. Thank you, Spud Guy. Analysis from Gibraltar. Oh, and also Reykjavik.
Do I
Yeah.
exist or is this just a dream?
Maybe both. Probably both. Although with Gibraltar, if you want, I think did I analyze the last round? I was interviewed on their channel. Um, but then I have a bunch of games from Reykjavik still to post. But there's some games where some of the openings I'm still planning to play seriously. It's a tricky balance to be super transparent with my opening preparation. But I'm hoping to find time in Abu Dhabi to do some analysis for YouTube or Twitch or both. Oh, this is 3-0? Wait, what? I was just casually looking at chat. Okay. You focus here and then try and get back to addressing questions.
Abu Dhabi is where Garfield always sent Nermal.
Oh, I don't know if I understand that reference.
I am existing.
Garfield the cat? Or is there a different Garfield? I want to play Rook G4. I'm beginning to feel a little bit more comfortable here. Okay, King Pawn ending time. Okay, good game, Brady Corrigan. Okay. I was actually gonna show Hannah like a cool game in this line back when we had our collab a couple weeks ago. So maybe I could share the cool game here. But let me first try and address some random questions. Tiotwaki was asking, will Abu Dhabi be a serious tournament? It will be a serious tournament. So
Hello, fellow existers amused. Also,
hello.
I wanna see the VOD commentary on our marathon game XD.
Oh. Wait, which do we play? What's your Lee Chess username? Did I play
Almost
Fade in
exactly
the
1 year
Lee Chess
ago, I helped
Marathon?
Team Rosen in win a viewer versus viewer tournament in the final game.
Oh, I
Good
remember
memories,
that.
Rosen. Thank you.
Thank you, Resilient. That was a year ago. Wow, time flies.
You and Hanu are two of my favorite streamers. I was thinking of maybe sponsoring an adoption match at some point.
Oh, that would be fun. Yeah, I've collabed with Hannah a couple times this past year. Both collabs have been just very educational, more like kind of instructive lessons. But be cool to do a competitive collab too. Let me see if I remember this game. I didn't realize I played Fate. Oh, this game. Did I berserk? No, I didn't berserk. Oh, Stafford Gambit. Fate was prepared. Ha ha ha. Oh yeah, I was talking about the Pawn Cube. What happened to my Pawn Cube? It was actually a nice game from White. I just gradually got squeezed. And even though I won back the exchange, White was up the equivalent of 23.4 pawns. Oh, this game! Wait. I was gonna set it up, right? No. There's another game where like I almost set it up and then I flagged. And it was slightly tragic. I mean, I kind of tried to set it up here, except I mean, I still had the rook on the board, and the queen was defended too, and fate was ready. Yeah, after I get back from Abu Dhabi, I'll be trying to do more various collabs with streamers. There might be some opportunities to do collabs in Abu Dhabi too. There's going to be a lot of strong players there, including Adiman. We have to have a rematch from our first game from Russia last year and our game from Reykjavik.
At least an orange cat isn't sending you in a box.
That's true. Yeah. I'll have like economy class on a reasonable airline, so better travel situation. Um oh yeah, I wanted to show the so there's a really nice game in this line played by none other than Hikaru. But where is it? Hikaru against what's his name? It was played at the Olympiad. Hikaru. Wait, I'm pretty sure I have a Hannah study. Bear with me one moment. It might be a private study. Yeah. Here's my Hannah study. Hikaru versus John Shaw. So before the Hannah collab a few weeks ago, I made this study just to organize some of the lines and games I wanted to show her. And I didn't actually have time or even remember to bring up this game. But this is a one game that has like inspired me in QD8 Scandi. Queen D8 Scandi, I should say. Um, I forgot the first move order. So Bishop C4 was played in this game. John Shaw played maybe a slightly offbeat line. In addition to playing Queen D8, played like A6. But Hikaru just played a really nice game. So it looked like black was solid. And okay, they got some like normal looking position. And then starting from here, Hikaru's played flowed really, really nicely. And he came up with like some really creative attacking ideas. But once you see how the game unfolds, like all of his moves like end up making a lot of sense. Starting with knight h4. And this is multi-purpose. I can think of at least 3 reasons for this move. First of all, it prevents the bishop from developing. Like there's no bishop g4, bishop f5, or e6, or all of these squares are controlled by white. And on top of that, white's ready to play queen h5 and also either knight f5 or knight g6 because of the pin. So this move just opens up so many attacking ideas. And then after knight a5, okay, bishop d3, bishop e6, knight g6, going in. So even though the f-pawn is no longer pinned, f-pawn is stuck defending the bishop. And yeah, John Shaw probably didn't want to enter this, where g6 is weak, and knight's really out of play. So instead, rook e8 was played, and then queen h5, leaving the knight here, hitting this from a distance. But I think if takes, there's like queen takes even, right? Ah, there's bishop takes, hitting the rook, and the queen still hanging. Rook's tied down. And there's also the threat of takes and bishop f7. So, yeah, the knight wasn't captured. c5 was played. And then knight f4. So knight basically went from h4 to g6 to f4, where it stands really, really nicely, hitting the bishop. And there's still pressure along the 5th rank. C4 played. And now, yeah, G3 defending the knight. And Hikaru just improves his final pieces. And then bishop d5 and black resigned. Like, he just optimized all of his pieces. And black was under too much pressure. This bishop is pinned in 2 directions. It's pinned along the e-file, but it's also pinned along the diagonal. The move black wants to play is this. But then bishop f7 and everything falls. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4 attackers, only 3 defenders, and yeah, we can verify with the engine. Like, it's crazy that white hasn't won any material yet, and white's making a simple threat, but it can't be defended, and white's equivalent of like almost +8. So this is Hikaru style chess, but in the form of like classical. I'm pretty sure this was Olympiad. We can see the PGN tags. Yeah, Chess Olympiad Baku 2016. So anyway, I hope this game brings people as much inspiration as it brought me. And yeah, Queen D8 Scandi, it's not a line you really need to be prepared for, but sometimes against lines like this, it helps to see model games from top players. So maybe I'll put this analysis as its own YouTube video. How Hikaru crushes a Queen D8 Scandi. Have a short digestible game. It's weird to imagine Hikaru playing classical. Yeah, I mean, he played candidates, so we didn't quite have to imagine it. We could see it at least on the broadcasts. Oh, chat says hi, YouTube. YouTube, say hi, Twitch chat. I think there's a way to enable emotes on YouTube. I might have to enable memberships. Let me know if you watch on YouTube. Should I enable memberships just so I can have like the lowest paid tier at like 99 cents, so you can get a high Twitch emote. I've considered doing it, but I want to offer reasonable perks. Anyway, I'll get back to maybe playing some people or answering questions or both. Do you ever surprise yourself thinking about a particular specific game? Is there a game you played that comes often? Or a historical game that owes you rent? I don't think I feel too much surprise when thinking about chess games. But chess games definitely bring me a sense of like joy and satisfaction. And sometimes some chess games are like really good food, or like a really good slice of pizza, where you can have it again and again, and it still tastes good. But there's different flavors too. Okay, let's move on. I'll play a slower game maybe. So is time control. I'll play another rapid game.
Like the steaks I eat every day.
Steaks. Yeah, it's like you can have the same meal every day and it's still tasty. But it's good to mix things up once in a while, or try different sauces or seasonings. Maybe try a plant-based diet at some point. Okay, let's play knight f6. And I want to play something new. What's that weird thing that Jonathan made a video about? The katas? Ka. I think it's the katas. Takes and then c6. I'm gonna try a gambit that white's not going into. Okay. I mean, I could transpose. The Grunfeld doesn't quite work here. I'm wondering if there's any way to take advantage of the fact I haven't committed to this. We just have a new opening. I could go into a Chigorin. I want to invent a new opening here. Actually, okay, I have an idea. I'm going to try and go into a Cambridge Springs. Go into something I'm very familiar with, but just haven't played in a while. Thank you, NW for man. Okay, Cambridge Springs time. Haven't played this in a while. Bishop f6 is one of the safer moves. So it removes the bishop as a target. There's other lines where the bishop can be lost, especially when this and this happen. Oh, the tan gambit. To work on my names. Also might have to work on getting a tan, which shouldn't be too difficult if I go to Abu Dhabi. So the ideas still apply, like bishop b4, knight e4, in combination with c5. Oh, question from Randy Freak. How long have you been streaming on Twitch? I found you via YouTube. Nice. I've been streaming almost for 5 years. I started around October 2017. So yeah, the anniversary is coming up. Thank you, Beegs. Actually, a couple days ago. When was it?
Do you know how to rap?
I know how to rhyme sometimes with funny lines. But yeah, rapping is probably not my strong point. Play 94 here. Takes. There's also takes first. There's also c5 immediately. I think I'll start with c5. So I want to open things up so my bishop can enjoy its life. I was going to say, a few days ago, I was interviewed on this newer chess podcast. It's a chess experience by Daniel Lona. And we started the conversation about how I got into streaming and content creation. And our interview actually, it was a couple hours right before the marathon started. So we had a really good conversation, and then I streamed for 6 hours.
My money don't jiggle, it folds.
Oh.
I like the way you wiggle, for sure.
Oh, thank you.
It makes me want to dribble, you know. Riding in my Fiat, really got to see it. 6'2" in a compact.
I wish I understood these references. Is that like, are those rap lyrics? Or is that some kind of poem? It sounded poetic. It's a TikTok sound. What? Oh, it's a TikTok song that just blew up. Also, hi Davina. Shout out to Davina.
Look up Louis through jiggle.
Ah. There was a point in time I had a TikTok account. I posted like 2 videos, and then I kind of forgot my login. One was like a chess video of just me saying "da," and then another video was a cow that was running through a busy street of St. Louis. Someday maybe I'll try and be more active on TikTok. Or maybe I can like make a chess video to whatever this song is. Okay, so we have kind of a new structure. Like this structure can come from I think more often a Nimzo Indian, but I guess also a Cambridge Springs. And generally, the main plan for white is to play e4. But it's hard to achieve now because I have three things controlling e4. I also reinforce c4, so um, yeah, it's defended even if this pawn goes away. a4 might be an idea too for white. Thinking a4 and then b4. Rosen TikTok dancing. Yeah, I think that will only happen if I like lose a match and like that would be my punishment. That would be a pretty cruel punishment though. Okay, I'll play rook b8. And white's giving me bishop f5 too. Oh, rook b8 looks nice. Ah, so this is white's idea. I think the issue with queen b4 is I don't have to trade queens. I mean, white was dreaming of takes and a file would open. But here, I'm ready to play a5. I was just thinking queen c5, probably happy to take. Yeah, and here the play is flowing really nicely. Controlling the diagonal. And pretty much all the pieces are happy. It's still a question how to improve here. Like there's h5 ideas. Oh, I could live up to the quote that was on my tank top the last couple of days. Do you even rook lift, bro? I'll play rook b6 because this rook might want to lift, bro. In combination with like knight g4, rook h6. There's definitely some inkling of a potential kingside attack. Flying Dog says, I'm so sad that you always stream at night. Frowny face. Oh, I'm sorry. If you watch on YouTube, then you can watch me regardless of the time zone. But yeah, I guess recently there's been more evening streams. Although, I mean, the last couple of days, I guess I streamed into the early morning. And my stream yesterday started in morning central time. But I know some people don't live in the most ideal time zone. Rook e1, so these pieces are ready to help defend. I'm reluctant to play h5 because knight f3 and then these squares are a little bit weak. But maybe that's the best way to go. So knight f3, probably knight e4. And, I mean, if I get another turn, knight g4, and bishop g4, I can take with pawn, and then a pawn and g4 combined with a rook coming here is really nice. Because then h3 is hard to be played. And g3 just would weaken the light squares. Okay, so if I play this, probably g3, and then h4 looks nice. f4, I would lose e3. Kaboom is asking, are you purple? I have a counter question. Are you colorblind? Maybe sometimes I'm purple. I posted a video recently of a rare purple king. Okay, is it time to rook lift? If I play rook h6, I lose a pawn. If I play bishop e4, I also lose a pawn. So it might be worth taking first. And then bishop e4, and then rook f6. These are the two targets. Oh, you were talking to the elf. Oh. And sometimes it's hard to like see the context in chat. There's so many different conversations happening at once. I'm just realizing this pawn, if it's taken, white hits a rook. But I can then start with rook b8 hitting the queen, and the knight would still be hanging. Oh, thanks, Kaboom.
Less than 3.
The purple heart 2. Or the purple less than 3.
Thanks for introducing me to the Stafford.
Oh, you're welcome. Cantusmo. Someone tagged me on Twitter today. They're playing an OTB tournament, and they had a really, really nice game against a much higher player in the Stafford. Like against someone 2200 FIDE, I think. Maybe I can find the game. Robin asking, does Twitch give you viewer analytics? If so, where are most of your viewers apart from US? Yeah, I do run occasional polls to measure where people are from. I could check my dashboard though. It still takes some work to convert here. I would like my knight to be on d3. That way, if a rook ever comes to the d file, it's not actually attacking the pawn. I'm not actually seeing where Twitch tells me the country breakdown. I thought it used to. YouTube tells me. I could share my YouTube dashboard. You have 4 million viewers in Ireland. I'll have to go to Ireland then. Okay, I clean up the pawns. Yeah, if I did a poll now, the breakdown of demographics would be lopsided because Europe and maybe Asia are asleep. Kaboom gifting 10. Thanks, Kaboom. Appreciate that. Okay, all I want to do is win this pawn, and then this pawn, and then queen this pawn. Yay. Hey, and subbing for 1 year. Yeah, big thank you. Okay, here I can take. It's really good I don't have an h7 pawn. Okay. Yeah, this is the benefit of having 2 rooks over 1 rook. Rooks are good at making batteries, also good at ladder mating. Okay, thanks for the game, D Toledo.
Do you think Harry Kane is better than Magnus Carlsen at badminton?
Harry Kane. Harry Kane sounds like a hurricane. Who's Harry Kane? I I'm bad with knowing who people are. Oh, Holy Toledo in the chat says thanks for the game. And Kaboom gifting another 10. Thanks, Kaboom. Oh, footballer and soccer player. Real quick. Let's do some analysis. So this game, I think they call this a martial? Yeah, martial defense. This is considered dubious because most people take back and then e4, and it's like a bad Grunfeld because you can't trade on c3 and you lose time moving the knight. My intention was to play c6, takes, this is a tan gambit, and then rather than take back, I think I was going to play e5 here. I think e5 is the main point. But I have no knowledge of this. But it looks fun. Looks like kind of there's definitely some Danish gambit vibes. Some Scandinavian vibes too. Thank you, Rogue Ren Nival. And Namo something sneeze, please. What was I gonna do? I have a lot to catch up with here. Oh yeah, later in the opening, I think we were following some master level theory. Following Grishuk Mamadiarov. Wait, what? Look at this move. Look at this top stockfish move. Knight takes d5. Okay, cd5 also fine. It's crazy that white can get away with this. Allowing pawn takes knight, but then a3. And then I'm losing the bishop. That's a really cool idea that I don't think I've seen before. Wait, I missed another 10 gifted? Kaboom gifted 30 subs. Oh, thanks so much. I only saw the first 2, I think. Thanks, Kaboom. Yeah, all the new subs can use their thank you emotes. Also, thank you, Alpha the Storm, gifting to Nico42 Royal. Oh, keep analyzing. Yeah. Oh, here it's even stronger. Because we've already like simplified a little bit. So what's the point? Takes a3. And h7 is also hanging. So I could have been in a ton of trouble here. I assume there's no Lee chess games even. Okay, there's a bunch of games from this position. No one's ever played knight d5. Even in this position where it's the clear best move, it's a hard one to find. And after c4, yeah, I was pretty happy. I think as white, the main priority should be making this move work. So yeah, bishop f3, and then like put a rook on e1 and Yeah, e4 should be playable. Like, it might require doubling up. Might also require g3, bishop g2, f3. But it's worth going for this. Thank you, Elf. So before I forget, I wanted to show a really cool thing from Twitter. Um, that Per sent me. I'm not following Kung Fu Chess. Should follow Kung Fu Chess. Wait a minute. What's the best way to show this? I could maybe just show it on analysis board, but we can just play through the game. So this is someone who's rated 1370 on chess.com, which is probably what, like about the same FIDE, maybe a little bit lower. And they they beat a 2200 player. But look at this line, because white played queen f3, which is super rare. And black followed through really nicely. Bishop c4 and then knight e5, hitting the queen, hitting the bishop, defending mate, very importantly. After queen e2, then queen h4. And after castling, black, I think black is already winning here. I'm pretty sure I had a game once that featured queen e1 and then knight f3 check, which is like leading to forced mates. But then the rest of this game, it was just black like pouncing on white. And knight f3, and yeah, white's getting mated by force. Knight f3 is so savage, not even taking the free queen. But yeah, king h1, queen h2 mate, queen takes f3, bishop f3. So good job to Per on Twitter. I should retweet this with an emoji. What's the best emoji? This one. Okay, that's my tweet for the day. One last thing. I'm just curious. I want to see if I've had more memes in this line. So knight c3, queen f3. I've had this position twice. And then we transposed into this. So I've had this position 7 times. Once my opponent castled. And then, yeah, my opponent was actually rated 2490. Okay, it was a bullet game or blitz game. After queen e1, knight f3 is forced mate. Because takes, and there's no stopping the eventual queen g2 or queen g4. Yeah, more often it happens bishop c4, knight g4, queen f3. And then, yeah, same position. And queen h4, it's just so difficult for white to deal with. Because this is a threat, and then bishop g4 is also a threat. So if d3, bishop g4, and if g3, it's even worse, because then queen h3 and f3 is weak. Okay. Thank you to... Oh, thank you, Alf, gifting another sub. Thank you, Noma's Gallery. And there was a question. What's a typical way to stop Stafford h3? Yeah, h3 can be played in a lot of different lines. And you kind of have to take it line by line because different lines have different ideas. Like if h3 in this position, there's bishop takes f2, which is a nice one. If h3 h3 in this position is one of the best lines for white. And the move I generally like to play is h5. And and usually go for like queen d4 or bishop d4, depending what white does. Like a bishop e2, there's a cool line. Actually, the game that Magnus Carlsen played in the Madrid Park featured this exact position. His opponent played bishop to e2, and then queen d4, castling knight g4, and this is already winning for black. It was so nice to see Magnus rattle off these moves. Oh yeah, I was gonna share the YouTube dashboard. I've been getting so sidetracked. I hope people are finding value in whatever I'm showing. YouTube. Kaboom, gifting another 10. Thanks, Kaboom. So many new subs. Really appreciate that. Okay, so real quick, because someone was asking, or somehow the conversation came up about where the viewers are from. And YouTube tells me exactly. It gives a ton of stats. I'll pull up the country list. Okay. So this might be interesting for some people. I haven't looked at this in a while actually. But the top countries, this is just last 28 days. But top countries that watch are US, UK, India, Germany, Canada. Australia close behind. Where is Turkey? Where is Turkey? I found Turkey. Which country watches the longest? Okay, I haven't looked at the watch time yet. We have to guess. Which country has the highest attention span? Or the lowest attention span? It's got to be a Scandinavian country. Doesn't Norway like have a TV station where they just watch paint dry? It could also be like there's some countries with just better internet. Like there's some countries where not everyone has like unlimited Wi-Fi and like you have data plans and whatever. So, okay, let's see. Average view duration. 12 minutes for US. 12:47 for Sweden. Sweden in the lead. Where's Norway? 14 minutes. Yeah, I remember checking this maybe about a year ago. Also, thanks again, Kaboom. Gifting 20 more subs. In doses of 10. 14 minutes. I don't think any country is going to beat that. Is this per video? Oh, per view. I mean, a lot of videos I've been posting to the main channel are less than 14 minutes. So that's pretty impressive.
Let's go.
Yeah, which country has the lowest attention span? I mean, India, I guess India, there's a lot of like competing content creators. So if you're watching on YouTube, you might like see a different thumbnail and be more incentivized to click before the video ends. Denmark. Oh, Denmark. Okay. Yeah, these Scandinavian countries. Mexico over 10 minutes. Argentina 11 minutes. That might be thanks to Jimberwood. Saudi Arabia 13 minutes. What about UAE? Okay, UAE is kind of average. Yeah, this only shows top 50 countries. Is Iceland on here? Iceland might be too small. No Iceland. Can I sort? Barbados! I have 106 views from Barbados. Where is Barbados? It's Caribbean, right? Barbados and Antigua? I have to go to Barbados now. And then they probably won't get bored of me. At least for maybe 22 and a half minutes. Nicaragua. So, okay, so there are a few countries above Norway. Mauritania. Where's Mauritania? Anyone watching on Twitch from these countries? There's got to be at least one Norway viewer in the chat. Guernsey. Guernsey is like an island off UK, maybe? Oh, Mauritania is northwest coast of Africa. Okay. Oh, Iceland is up here. Faroe Islands, Kuwait, Cameroon. Okay, should I sort by least? Oh, I can't even click. Anyway, I hope that was interesting to some people. Let's get back to playing. Oh, and thanks again, Kaboom. Wait, what did you lie about? Yeah, at some point I'll have to figure out how to like export all the data to a spreadsheet. Okay, I'm gonna play another random viewer. Oh, okay. This is a thematic. How do you say it? Russo Gambit. Comes from Italian, but here I'm playing against it. So I'll play like the most critical move, and we'll see. We'll see what black is up to. I remember e5 as a top engine move. Oh, I'll have to look into Hari Krishnan's challenge. Remember, you've sent interesting ones in the past. Thank you, Michael FM. Okay, so d5. Allowing en passant. I feel like that only helps black develop. This move looks more appetizing. Pinning the knight and getting ready to take. It kind of feels like I'm counter-gambiting. It was black who was... I mean, the starting position was a gambit. But now I'm the one down a pawn. Oh, did I trigger some people by not taking en passant? Please accept my sincere apology. And please also say thank you to Kaboom, gifting more subs. It feels like there should be some compensation here. So now it's this knight that's pinned. d5 is the very clear target. Ready maybe to go queen b3. Like queen b3, rook d1. After seeing that Hikaru game that I showed earlier, I feel so inspired to make all my pieces as happy as they can be. I don't want to leave anyone out. h6 is slightly annoying though. If I play this, maintaining the pin, there's g5, bishop g3, f4. So I could consider allowing g5 and then sacking. But it seems questionable. If I take, then there's knight takes. I think I'm better off just moving the bishop back. I'm down a pawn, but the bishop can find a new home. Kaboom gifting another 10. Thanks so much. I'm running out of ways to say thank you. Yeah, we should make a Kaboom emote. I have bishop a4, b5, bishop b3. Actually, I like that. And if black wants to chase me to the diagonal where I align with the king, then I think that's fine. The impressive thing is, I think black got a completely fine position. Like, even though I knew the first few engine moves in what's supposed to be a dubious opening, it feels like there's more pressure on white to like prove any sort of compensation here. So I'm playing rook e1, which is a sneaky way to try and defend the pawn with tactics. If knight were to take, I was going to take and play bishop c5. Queen e7, I could take. Let's win back the pawn. Bishop e6 will come. Now queen c5 looks nice. We're getting some endgame. And now knight d4, hitting a bunch of things. Knight's pinned. I'm threatening to take, and then fork the rooks with the bishop. He wants Eric to write kaboom on his face. Oh, just like Gotham. I don't have a Sharpie. I've never actually written anything like on my face before. Can I take the rook? I think I'd rather take the knight. Wait, no, I can't take the rook. Because I hit the knight. So if I get forked, I take the knight, and then whichever rook is taken, I take back. I'd be up a bishop. I don't have any lipstick. But thanks for asking. I gotta move faster. So flustered by all the action in chat. Thanks again, Kaboom. Have this to make sure I don't get forked. And bishop f5 incoming. But then rook d8. I can trade a pair of rooks. Would be nice. King. Wait a minute. Let's be careful. Okay, let's trade rooks. I'm abandoning a lot of pawns. And this isn't so simple. There's a small trap. So if here takes, there's a skewer. Oh no, my pawn. Black's not falling for it. Oh no, my bishop. Bishop's just trapped. How did that happen? I'm in some trouble here. I was about to blunder bishop c4. Yeah, the knight and bishop want to defend each other, but the rook controls all these squares. So I think I'm barely surviving. Yeah, here we simplify. Okay, that was close. That was really close. Black played really well that game. There was a chance. I'm sure there was a chance to win. At some point, I thought we might go into potential knight bishop checkmate. It was really scary to like trying to avoid the forks. I didn't see this idea of like, I guess once I played a3, black's trapping my bishop b6. I didn't see it until it basically happened. I want to check the opening though, because let's see if there's any emerging theory here. Comments was bishop d4 missed. Wait, bishop d4. Oh, and my bishop's trapped. If I play bishop d4, then c5. And it's basically the same thing. As just my pawns are unfortunately placed. I mean, I was thankful to get some counterplay on the 6th rank. Any clear wins for black? A4. Oh, A4 was nice. A4 to ensure the pawn is defended. And then eventually win the F pawn. Kaboom gifting 25. Thanks, Kaboom. I really, really appreciate it. Yeah, people can say kaboom. There's a question about resources for Ponziani. Yeah, I have a lot of videos on Ponziani. The most instructive video was a lesson I did. It's called Beginner Lesson in Ponziani. It was a collaboration with Fundy. Ponziani beginner lesson. Like this one is a good starting point. And there's a lesson with Fundy, who was like maybe 1400 strength, a PogChamps participant. And part of like learning openings is just getting experience playing the opening and then reviewing your games, using the database to find high level games. At this time, I there's no like books or courses I can confidently recommend. But maybe I'll have to someday write my own book or make a short course on Ponziani. Okay, a few other questions. I'm browsing through. Question: do I accept Discord friend requests? I don't. I'm not so active on Discord, and I'm sure I probably have a few hundred pending friend requests, and it's tricky to also manage Discord notifications. It's tricky with like every platform. I'll get so many like requests or messages across dozens of platforms, including the chess platforms. So it's yeah, it can be overwhelming at times. Wait, let's look at the opening real quick. Oh, I am supposed to take en passant. I guess this is karma for not taking en passant. So d5. Let's see, database. d5 is the main move. I just thought this helps black develop. And there's actually a trap here. If I take what looks like a free pawn, takes, I lose my queen. C3 doesn't help defend because the c pawn is pinned. Thank you, T-Fox. So I'm supposed to take and then just probably castle. And yeah, this does look pleasant for white. If I can get to this position, then black can't castle. But good game to my opponent. I think I really failed to get any sort of advantage in the opening. And then things went downhill. Okay, I am intrigued. What is this? Oh! Okay. I looked at this once in my life. I remember when I was in 5th grade, there was like an after school, maybe 4th grade. I think it was 4th grade. I was rated 1600 and I was at an after school chess program. And then the chess instructor that came was slightly how to put this politely, a slightly eccentric person who, like, for some reason we were going over a 3-knight checkmate. So, but it was cool. Like, it was like a creative, like, mind bending exercise because you can't mate with 2 knights. And it's not the type of thing like to really study as like a 1600. I was 10 years old at the time. But I remember like actually learning some idea. The trick is you have to make a wall. Like the knights want to be here, taking away the squares. And once you make the wall, it should be. I mean, I actually don't know how difficult it's going to be after that, but let's see if I can figure it out. And there is the worry of the 50 move rule too, so I do have to do this within 50 moves. Oh, thanks again, Kaboom. Yeah, take care. I'll definitely try to pay it forward in some way. But I really appreciate all the support. Hope viewers appreciate it as well. Okay, so here we go. Let's start with this. So this knight, and this knight can all kind of fill in. Yeah, we're chasing the knight this way. Or chasing the king. Wait, how do I... If I play this move, it's already stalemate? Wow. This is a move that I would just play kind of nonchalantly. I have to be careful not to stalemate. Let's play this move. Sack a knight. No, sacking a knight is not a good strategy here. I use my king first. Wait, my knights are in the wrong place. What did I do? Try this. I have an idea. Okay, I'm gonna maneuver this way. Hey, it's not Nimi. Thanks for the raid. If you're just joining, I'm trying something really bizarre here. I'm trying to checkmate with 3 knights. And it's not easy. Let's Let's play this move. Okay, I'm preventing king b5, allowing this. This is not Pantala Hare Krishna. This is Hare Krishnan. Different people. Wait a minute. Okay, so... Oh, this is so frustrating. I have to make the wall, though. But it's a question... Let's play this first. Okay, so I'm chasing the king. I want to chase the king to the bottom. I'm really close to making the wall. But how do I do this? I really thought it was going to be simpler. There. Okay. I play this move. Trying a different configuration. We're already approaching move 25. That's not a good sign. But I've created some superfluous knights. Okay. I have this move. This move chases a king to the edge. So this is already some success. If I can get the king to the edge. Now I can try and like just chase it into the corner somehow. Like this. Maybe this first? It's not stalemate. The king has this move. And then here. Okay. If I play here, it's stalemate. I think I should play this. So I've created this wall. Actually, all these squares. So the king has to basically stay within these squares. Now, the question is, how do I make the wall even smaller? Maybe like this. Okay, controlling F2. King has to move back here. And then check. I'm mating? Wait. This is so mind-bending. Check here. Wait, knight g3 is not stalemate because king here. Knight g3. Where does the other knight want to go? king is misplaced. What about knight g1? Knight g1, the king moves here. I have this move too. I don't know if I'm missing anything obvious. Knights are so confusing. Maybe this move? This move. This move looks promising. So if here it's mate. And then if king h1, and then maybe I can dance around. Yeah, king h1. It's so close. Oh, it's made in 2. 1. And then 2. No, that's not mate. It was almost mate. How do I do this? Check. I thought this was gonna be mate. Do I have to create the wall? King f4 is stalemate. Maybe this move. No. I'm so baffled. This is, wait. That's not mate, because king f2. Okay, let's give the king some breathing room. Maybe this move. That way I create this wall. Combined with my king. So this knight has room to maneuver. Okay, this shouldn't be too difficult. I think I see the pattern now. Yeah, now this knight can move wherever. Maybe here. Yeah, the king is stuck within these squares. I have 15 moves left. 15 more moves until 50 move rule. Okay, now I can move this knight wherever. I should just calculate the mate at this point. So next move, the king's going to have to move to one of these squares. So if I move knight here, let's say king here. King goes somewhere. And then I will move the knight here. King goes back. And then I'll get this knight here and this knight here. Okay. Oh, I should have maybe paid attention to the tempo. So here, yeah, so this is made in 3. 1. And the reason why 2 knights can't deliver mate is you need, like, all the knights play a role in the mate. If you remove any which knight, then force mate's not possible. Like, this knight is crucial to control f1. This knight is crucial to chase the king back into the corner. And this knight will deliver mate. Okay. Took 41 moves. I got confused because knights are confusing. I think knight bishop mate is like easier than 3 knight mate. But knight bishop mate, at least I know what I'm doing. Okay. It's actually cool because table base will say, wow, table base says it's yeah, DTM is distance to mate. So with ideal play, it's 32 moves. I made 4 blunders. I wonder, did I have like any easier mates? Like still mate in 11. Oh wow, so did I play perfectly? Oh, this is mate in 4. Knight d1. Ah. Ooh. Yeah, once you see it, it looks appealing. It's just hard to find. Oh, 32 half moves. Oh. So this actually, wait. Knight d1 is like mate in 3 then. Ah. So from the starting position, optimal play should be 16 moves. So just for fun, we can see if I click through the first line, this is the optimal play. Wow, that's fancy. I like the final position. Anyway, thanks for that, Hari Krishnan. I hope people were maybe somewhat entertained watching that. It goes to show, like, I've I've spent the last 20 plus years understanding how knights move, but sometimes it's still difficult to have them work together. I feel like this would be very difficult blindfolded, but also a good exercise to do blindfolded. I recently played this Chicago Open Blitz tournament. I mentioned this in a few different streams, but there was a game I played against Tani, um, like very young, talented player, has a pretty well-known story, like former New York State champion. Um, he's very soon going to get the IM title. But I had a game where I had to under promote to knight against him to avoid a knight fork, and then I had 3 knights. And I was like 3 knights versus I think he had bishop knight, but I had a bunch of pawns too, so I didn't actually have to mate with 3 knights. Oh, thank you, Reacher. The 5 gifted. If you take my rook odds challenge, can you do a blindfold as well? Says Alex Werner. Sure. Where's Alex? Okay, blindfold rook odds. This will be fun. Actually, wait, I have to go. Ah, it's after 7. 1 sec. Ah, I had Actually, bear with me. Okay. Uh, Also bear with me. I have to set up blindfold. I haven't done this in a while. Speech.
Speech synthesis ready. Game start.
Wait, I don't. Where's my blindfold? Uh, 1 sec. I can't find my blindfold. Maybe it's somewhere else. I'll be right back. Okay, I couldn't find my blindfold, but I found this. This is a Grand Chess Tour face mask, which I can wear pretty much as a blindfold. Not the most comfortable, but it'll do. It blocks my vision. So it probably looks ridiculous. But let me make sure this works. Update preferences. And was it game behavior? Or is it game display? Here we go.
Thanks to
Game
White
start.
Noise
There we go.
000 for my sub gift.
Hey, it's Joe Brune. Oh, Joe Brune. I thought you subbed yesterday, but it was Zephcat who also was gifted from White Noise. Welcome back, Joe Brune. And shout out to Joe Brune. Okay, if you're just joining, I'm about to depart from the visual world and try and play a game blindfolded. Oh, my opponent gave me more time. That's very kind. Hopefully things don't go wrong. Make sure this is working. Okay, can type. How do I tighten this? It's a little bit loose. But okay, I think this is good. Okay, E4. Did that not work? Why can't I hear anything? Unmute? Volume? Save.
C6.
Okay, there we go. Let me turn the volume down a little bit. Okay. I did cheat for the first move. Okay. C6. Let's play knight f3.
Knight F3. D5.
This isn't so comfortable. It covers my nose too. D5, knight c3.
Knight C3.
So we're having a two knights Caro-Kann.
D4.
Okay, I think that's better. D4, knight E2.
Knight E2.
White 6 minutes 41 seconds.
Okay,
Black 4 minutes 43 seconds.
and there's no increment.
C5. Knight G3.
Okay, so I'm happy with the opening because we're getting a more close structure.
E5.
E5.
Wait.
E5.
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 Knight G3. E5.
Is the pawn just hanging? I think the pawn is just hanging.
Knight takes E5. Knight F6.
Yeah, usually knight, not knight, c5 is better than e5. F6, bishop c4.
Bishop C4.
I mean, I'm still down a rook, but now for a pawn. So hitting f7.
Bishop E6.
White 6 minutes 13 seconds. Black 4 minutes.
Bishop takes E6. F takes E6. Sippity, 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 sippity T.
Oh yeah, sip tea, which I don't have right now, unfortunately. Or do I? I have coffee. I forgot I have coffee.
Bishop D6.
So bishop d6, I'll play f4,
F4.
reinforcing the knight. I'm allowing the f file to open.
Sippity, 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 sippity,
Okay,
sippity.
D3.
D3.
I have to be careful trading too much. And maybe I
Bishop
should have.
takes E5.
Yeah, I should have retreated the knight. Fe5.
F takes E. Knight FD7.
FD7. So we're offering the rook trade now. I'll play bishop f4.
Bishop f4. Knight c6.
Okay. Maybe queen h5.
Queen h5.
Okay, so a couple attackers against the pawn.
g6.
Yeah, g6. Okay, I'll play queen g4.
Queen g4.
So hitting e6. I mean, e6 is defendable.
Queen e7.
Yeah, queen e7 is a good move. I'm not thrilled here. I guess I'll play knight h5.
Knight h5.
Idea knight takes e5, queen g3.
White 5 minutes 16 seconds. Black 2 minutes 42 seconds.
Okay, plenty of time.
Queen f7.
Queen f7. I have to be really, really careful. I think I'll play queen g... Oh, no, not queen g3. Maybe rook f3? Rook f3.
Rook f3.
All my pieces on the king side.
Knight c takes e5.
Wow. Oh, that's a good move. I have to take... Bishop b5?
Bishop takes e5.
So I'm
Knight
hitting the
takes
queen,
e5.
but my queen is hit too. I'm in big trouble. Takes. I don't have knight f6. I'm looking for tricks here. Or rook f7.
Rook takes f7. Knight takes g4.
Okay.
Rook takes f8.
Wait, why was it not check?
Rook takes f8.
Rook takes f8 check. Rook takes f8.
Rook takes f8.
Oh, that was pre-moved. That's why. I see. Okay, knight g3.
Knight g3.
Okay, so I'm still down the full rook.
Knight e3.
c3.
c3. h5.
Is there still a pawn on d4?
C takes d4.
There is. Oh no.
C takes d4.
Wait,
C takes d4.
when did black play c5? Okay, h4? h4.
h4.
White 2 minutes 59 seconds. Black 1 minute 56 seconds.
Okay. Very dangerous position.
h4. h4.
Okay. Opponent's turn.
Rook F4.
Rook F4. Let's play knight E2.
Knight E2.
Hitting the D pawn and the rook. Rook takes pawn. I take the pawn with my knight.
Rook F1 check.
King H2.
King H2. E5.
E5, good move.
E5.
I'm stuck. I do have knight G1.
Knight G1.
King's on G8.
Rook F2. Knight F3. Rook takes G2 check. King H3. Rook takes B2.
Wait, where's the knight? Knight's on E3. Knight's on F3. I don't know what to do.
Knight H2.
Am I losing more pawns? Gotta maneuver the knight somehow.
Rook takes H2 check.
I wanted rook A2 and then knight F1, knight takes F1, stalemate. Okay, king H2.
King takes H2. King F7.
King G3.
King G3. King E6. King F3. King D6. A4. King C5. King E2. B. King D2. B takes A4. King C1. King B4.
I should probably resign.
King B1. A3. King A1. King takes A2.
Oh,
A5.
I want a pawn?
King A1. A4. King A2. King C3. King A1. A3. King A. King B4. King A1. G5. King B1. G takes H4. King A. H3. King H2. King A2. H1 promotes to queen.
Stalemate, right? It's stalemate? I think it's stalemate. Let's go. I'm so happy. I had to time it too, because
H3.
if I play king A2 first, then it doesn't work. I have to play king B1 and then king A2. Okay.
King G5.
I'll explain. Man, that was
G5.
tough. It's tough not having a rook. Yeah, I should not have allowed too many trades. Like maybe it's better just to like go back and keep things safe. But I mean, black played well. Knight takes e5, very nice to counterattack the queen, and yeah, I mean my knight's hit, so I had to basically trade. Rook g7 doesn't help me. Knight still hit. And then I'll explain my thought process when I played knight h2. I was expecting rook a2, then I was gonna play knight f1 and try and pretend it was like a type slip and say, oh wait a minute, that hangs a knight. And if my opponent takes, it's stalemate. So that was my original intention. Of course, it's probably better practically to take the pawn. But anyway, thanks Alex Warner for the game, the challenge. Okay, I do have to go, but I hope people enjoyed watching the stream. Yeah, we might end up turning this into some type of YouTube video. Anyway, for the time being, let's send some love to the one and only, actually the two and only. There's two people on this stream I'm about to raid, Ben and Karen. Sometimes the truth is hurtful, but sometimes the truth is very satisfying. So, thanks again, everyone. Big thanks to Gaboom, who left earlier, but really appreciate the gifted subs, the resubs, the new viewers, the regulars, the Hare Krishnan, and I'll be back in the future.